Six guy, he a visionary.
The Young Thug, Young Thug, supposedly the most solid one in all YSL tell. Exclusive, baby. Young Thug denies claim of providing info on a murder to cop from back of police car. Rap star Young Thug is seeking to prevent a detective and other witnesses from testifying that he gave info on a murder. Read more. In battle, rap star Young Thug has filed a motion to suppress evidence prosecutors wish to introduce in his upcoming trial. The rapper, charged with several counts related to a racketeering case, asserts that the prosecution and its witnesses may wrongly claim that he provided information on an undisclosed murder case. Young Thug's motion centers on the claim that he was placed in the back of a police car and gave information about a murder to an officer identified as Detective Quinn. The prosecution and some of its witnesses, including but not limited to Detective Quinn, may wrongly state that Mr. Jeffrey Williams was in the back of their police car at some point and gave information on a murder case. Same is untrue. Young Thug's lawyer Brian Still declared his legal team argues that this assertion is inaccurate and irrelevant to the trial, putting Young Thug's character into question. Thugger's attorney argues that the presumed interaction with law enforcement supposedly occurred when the rapper was young. Motion in limine number 19 comes now. Mr. Williams, by and through undersigned counsel, and hereby files the motion in limine number 19 to prohibit the prosecution and all of its witnesses, including Detective Quinn, from announcing his wrongful belief that he met with Jeffrey Williams in the back of his police car concerning a murder case. In support of this motion, Mr. Williams shows as follows. Mr. Williams is innocent of any and all charges, the above referenced indictment. Based upon information and belief, the prosecution and some of its witnesses, including but not limited to Detective Quinn, may wrongfully state that Mr. Jeffrey Williams was in the back of their police car at some point and gave information on a murder case. Same is untrue. However, same also places Mr. Williams' character in issue by being in a locked police car having information on a murder case. This evidence may be excluded because same is not accurate, places Mr. Williams' character in issue, and is irrelevant to the trial of the above referenced case. Supposedly, Mr. Williams was a very young man at the time of this supposed interaction with law enforcement. And while the prosecution has voiced concerns about witnesses' intimidation, Young Thug's team claims that the prosecutors are engaging in such tactics. His legal team insists that witnesses have been pressured by the prosecution and are reluctant to testify truthfully at trial. They argue that no witnesses can testify to inadmissible evidence or speculate about another individual's demeanor or reason for not participating in the case. Young Thug's legal issues stem from his indictment for conspiracy to violate Georgia's RICO Act and participation in criminal street gang in May of 2022. Prosecutors later added 6 felony charges in August of 2022, alleging that Young Thug's YSL records served as a front for a dangerous street gang. Over 24 YSL members, including rapper Gunna, were indicted for racketeering. 8 members, including Gunna, have taken plea deals. To the show. Now, to keep it authentic, I got more questions than I do have answers. First thing, when they say he was young, how young we talking about in R. Kelly voice? Because if he was a kid, they would have said he was a kid. So I'm thinking Cuz must have been like 18, 19, 20, 17, one of those regions. The other thing is confess to a murder. So what does that mean? That he killed somebody and they let him go? Or did he tell on somebody? So if he had information on a murder, what exactly did he say? Third is, why are you bringing this up now? Now, they stated this because they don't want to prejudice the jury and all of this crap and everything like that. And I can overstand that part. I could, because it goes to character. Well, if this dude know about murders, he probably know about some that he committed or his team committed. So I get that part. And you don't want to set that up for the jury to use, especially when it's immaterial to the case. But I don't spare nobody. If your Thug is a rat, I ain't rocking with Cuz no more. It is what it is. I don't care. We don't do the ratting. And that's one of the things I had to let people know. Bruh, the streets is the streets. When you talk about the code and you adhere to the code and you live by the code, you can't get mad when you break the code and you get exposed. That's how that happens. It's basically letting the whole world know, hey, little buddy ain't as solid as he put it down. Now, we don't know anything because we don't know anything. So basically, I'll wait. But we'll see what goes on. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Share to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn on that bell to stay notified. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.
They used to say, words couldn't hurt me. Videos, just my name, they getting thirsty. Go ahead and put him in a hearse. It's getting murky, this time I deserve this. I'm ready for whatever war said. He been a matador, scared for the things I'm dreaming for.